Hey guys, so I wanted to finish up my weekly reading. I ended up being frozen when my computer died. So I was trusting in that process. So if you watch my weekly, it's going to say 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is going to be the continuation for the second half. And maybe you want to watch that first half, see how things unplay. I kind of like doing things like that where I can actually see things unfold without getting overwhelmed. So if you are watching this, please make sure you like the video. It's really helpful as well. Comment if you're catching the replay or if you're joining us. And I'm going to be pulling up some cards. And again, make sure you click the bell button so you get notifications when I'm hopping on live. And as always, subscribe. It's really helpful, supportive for me. I'm really feeling called into herbology lately. Just planting more things. I have goals to have like maybe some lavender, as I have nettle boundaries hopping up here. Very interesting. And then we have bathroom. Okay, so there's lots of information coming through. I feel like the second half of the week is going to be really strong. So if we go into the 19th, we have problem solving resolution. Okay. So right away, I get a lot in my chest, and it feels like energy is moving all through my chest. So it feels like this is going to mean different things for different people. But essentially, what I get here is to do more breath work. I feel like that was coming up for the first week as well. And you can see how there are pieces in her hair. You might be finding that you need solutions to problems. But essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to break free from a cycle or a rut. So, if you want to join my full moon ritual, it's actually tonight. If you are catching this live, May 16th at 6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and you can work on some of these things. We're going to be doing a ritual where you write things down that you're releasing. And I also support you with some theta healing and a guided meditation, etc. It just depends on who's in our group. But it feels like if you're watching this, you might be doing your own ritual of some sort around the full moon, around the eclipse, and you're breaking some form of pattern. This is fabulous. So as I was just sharing with my herbs and getting into that grounding health aspect, making tinctures, like these are beautiful hobbies and habits to get into. So you could also ask yourself around the 19th, what am I getting into? What am I starting new and fresh? And if you're able to connect to that, it's going to make more sense as to what you're releasing as well. So you can play with the ups and downs of what you're experiencing to try to sort out where you really are. And when you know where you are, everything kind of starts to fall into place. When you're not sure where you even are, that's when it gets confusing. And I just mean on your path, okay? So on the 20th, we have taking action, fruition, intellect, summer. Okay, so this person has like their little boogie board. They seem excited about their future, where they're going. As I was just sharing, like about guided meditations. If you join my membership group, then I do monthly guided meditations based on the energy of the group. And also, if you're catching this on the 16th, again, my early bird special ends tonight. So if you're not in the membership group, you get $100 off my new Money in Abundance 6-week program starting up on June 2nd. So you can go into robinshealing.com, check that out. You'll also get a bonus digital program with hours of support as well. So lots of opportunities. But again, the guided meditations are coming up because, again, in the membership group too, we have new moon rituals where we do a lot of work as well around visualization. This just keeps coming up for a reason. So just trust that I'm saying this for a reason, okay? You might find that what you're putting out there, and that's what my Money in Abundance program is all about, like the law of attraction, rituals. That's probably why it's coming up. Again, this is on the 20th. It's going to be more significant. But you're going to notice, like, oh my God, I'm in control. I'm in the power. I'm in the driver's seat. So every time I complain, that's a choice that I make. Every time that I get angry or mad or upset about something, that's a choice that I make. So it feels like when I say the word even prayers, that doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm praying like this to God, okay? It could be that you're setting intentions for your day, that you're supporting other people by subscribing to the channel. It's about moving forward in directions of where you want to go. You're saying to the universe, hey, I want to pay more attention to these things that Robin's saying. Even when you go and you like videos on like Facebook or something like that's a message that you're sending out to the universe. So on the 20th, you're going to notice, okay, whatever you touch, whatever you connect to, that's a message that you're sending to the universe. So if you're liking things that you actually don't like, you could be sending mixed signals, as our problem solving card is speaking about as well. So we don't want to send mixed signals. But I also did a video on Mercury retrograde as well, which is talking about how there's mixed signals and mixed messages literally going on everywhere in the world right now. So it makes sense why your patterns of behaviors on the 19th and the 20th are going to make a big difference for you. It does feel like really positive energy when we have eclipses, because this full moon on the 16th, some people are saying it's the 15th. Here it's 1:14 a.m. So it's all kind of falling around to the same time. But with the eclipse, what you're going to find is like things are just naturally slipping away. So if you've been paying attention to videos that I've been doing and the rituals I've been doing, you've been following me for a while, you're going to find like, hey, I really feel like these new patterns of behaviors are becoming easier and easier for me because things are just naturally slipping away. So we don't want to look at things as like, oh my God, like things are spooky or anything like that. It's just like, oh, okay, I feel like as I set intentions and I create goals for myself, things are kind of like working themselves out. But I also have to initiate and organize things, which brings us into bathroom. Okay. So it's talking about the 21st. And the 21st, again, we have a long weekend here anyway. Um, this is kind of talking about cleansing. So because we're removing so much from the heart, you might find like there's some deja vu stuff happening. It's like as I let go of these things, it's reminding me of like where I'm supposed to be right here in the right now. I've already been saying like things are happening for a reason, that sort of thing. You don't have to believe that everything happens for a reason in order to really have those special moments where you're like, oh, this is what I want to be doing, that sort of thing. So if you find that throughout the week you're working on your passions, you're working on your goals, you're going to find that you start to get results. And it does feel like around the 21st is where you're really going to find like the cleansing process becomes easier because you get excited to let go of things and habits, right? You're like, good for me. This is awesome because you're starting to get where you want to be. And again, when we talk about money and abundance, prosperity, being rich, feeling rich, being eating rich foods, eating higher um, dense foods, like higher nutrients, higher like oil contents, whatever it is, more healing. Um, you're just going to notice such a difference in your vibration as well. So I can't help but feel like joy is coming up as well. So let's actually go into the 22nd. I always feel like I say one thing and then I end up energy shifts me into another place. So trusting's coming up. Okay, so on the 22nd of May, Awakening Projects Renewal, this person's like dancing more freely. I actually recently had a reading and she told me to do some belly dancing, which is very, very fun to me. Moving around, just feeling. She said it's the dance of like for women, that sort of thing. I guess more of that goddess emotional feeling of freedom and openness and oneness and things like that. And last night I also had an intense dream with my drum, which I have my drum here right now. And when I looked it up, and by the way, if you're a beginner in the membership group, you'll see my dream workshop. So if you like to interpret, and I have a lot of uh, learning how to read cards and just kind of working through your own issues and problem solving. But in the just a connection to like sound healing and music in the dream, it was saying like good fortunes coming your way, positive energies coming your way. So pay really close attention, yes, to the signs. We talked about that in the first half of the week, but it's also like the universe is providing for you. That's what's coming up. And again, that freedom feeling of like, you don't need to worry as much. You don't need to like think so much about the future. Things will come together for you. And so, yeah, we have to inch our way and take baby steps, which I'll be teaching you guys in my new program. But it's more than that. It's like celebrating your highs and also acknowledging your lows and not like pushing yourself down and down. It's like, okay, it's okay for me to like be unhealthy. Like it's don't be afraid to be unhealthy. Sometimes we um are like we put so much pressure on ourselves. So as a general theme, we have grounding, which I was kind of starting to talk about at the beginning with the plants and that sort of thing, getting outside and doing those that gardening, whatever it is. But this it talks about um the same thing as the beginning of the week, because again, it's this is general for the entire week. That fear of like the fear of pain, or the fear of like somebody hurting you, or the fear of negative energy, or the fear of connecting to loved ones on the other side, whatever it is for you. We all have different fears. It feels like that fear is what's creating the obstacle for you, so be mindful of that. So again, go back to, if you're watching this one, watch the first one. If you're watching the first one, watch the second one. Boundaries, caution, nettle. Okay, so we were saying that at the beginning as well with the herbs. I get like to just do your own thing. That's where like the sound healing is really coming up. I find sound healing really supportive for opening up the chest and letting go of some pain. So if you want to get out some pots and pans, whatever it is, if you want to put on some heavier music, like I really like Red Hot Chili Peppers. They seem like they're kind of like calming and therapeutic, and I like the drums and that sort of thing. So just really trust your intuition again on what you're being internally called to. I feel like I just need to sit down. It doesn't make any logical sense, but I just need to sit down, um, and do it. And then reward yourself for it. There's so much more to talk about this week just because there's so much astrology happening. But you can also watch my full moon um, discussion about what's going on that way. If you're not underneath my Facebook and you have Facebook, you can follow me that way. And I'm also now on TikTok and Instagram. You can also click my link tree that I have in the comments. And when you do, you'll be able to see my free theta healing video that you get just if you sign up for the email list. And you can I don't know, there's other stuff in there. You can sign up for the full moon ritual there. It's just that's my quicker way to get access to what I have going on. That's what I'm saying. All right. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week. You guys have any questions, let me know. I do complimentary consults as well. They're 30 minutes or so. So don't be a stranger. If you come in, you have questions, you want to explore some things that I offer. It could be as simple as wanting to purchase some sage and asking a little bit more about why would I buy a sage? I see that you sell it. I don't mind answering those questions. It's just easier for me to book the call in for you and discuss it instead of just like people messaging me. It's just a little more personal. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.